Hi guys, it's again Hương and Trâm. We are the same at class 9A of Nguyễn Gia Thiều Primary and Secondary School. As a girl from a small countryside of Đắk Nông province in Vietnam, as a girl from secondary school, we are here and want to tell you the topic that we are really interested in, that is, raising the steps of Highland children to school. Now, let's get started.
The school and the class in the eyes of children is beautiful. The teachers and friends are close and loving. The song is so good, but for many children in the Highland, the road to school isn't always poetic and beautiful.
Due to the difficult terrain, undeveloped economic conditions, and difficult life, their journey to school also encountered many difficulties and challenges.
Currently, in the world, about 10% of children in disadvantaged areas don't go to school. In Vietnam alone, the number of children in disadvantaged areas who can't go to school accounts for about 30%.
According to the provisions of the Vietnamese state constitution, the right to education is one of the most basic rights of all citizens. Therefore, the state always creates the most favorable conditions for children to study and develop comprehensively. However, many children still don't go to school today.
While urban children are well cared for and have adequate transportation to school, many Highland students still haven't enough food, their clothes are not warm enough, and they wade through streams and forests to find wood.
It's very sad to see children go to school with dirty face, fractured clothes, and meager meals. School supplies are lacking, classrooms in some places have not been built yet, and boarding areas are still very simple.
So, what is the cause of this worrying situation?
There are many reasons leading to the problem that it's difficult for children in upland areas to go to school. Some typical reasons are as follows.
First of all, the difficult terrain, difficult road, and climbing the mountainside are a big challenge in finding words for children in the Highland. There are times of falling on the muddy red soil, then slipping down the stream, because the road is steep and slippery are common image here. Overcoming those roads, when they went to school, their clothes and books were also covered with mud.
Secondly, the family situation of children in the Highlands is still extremely difficult. Financially, many families cannot afford to pay for living, let alone study. It's very normal to take time off from school to help their parents make ends meet. This is one of the most common reasons why children don't go to school.
Thirdly, the lack of facility, few schools, and the lack of teachers are difficult problems on their way to finding later. To get to the school site, teachers may have to follow the precarious road on the mountainside and even have to row their own raft across the stream. To solve this difficulty, what do we need to do? Here are a few effective solutions.
Firstly, promoting propaganda is an extremely necessary thing. This helps children and parents realize the importance of learning. We can calling for many sponsors to help them economically and with infrastructure. Thanks to that, the number of children going to school is increasing.
Actively propagating and mobilizing makes people understand the meaning of learning, thereby actively responding and contributing together to try for their children to go to school.
Secondly, our state has used many study promotion policies to create excitement to have children go to school as well as reduce some of their difficulties. Most of the Highland schools exempt or reduce tuition fees, provide scholarship, donate costs to support learning, maintain policies for teachers and educational administrators in mountainous areas.
Every support for children who don't go to school, even the smallest, can become a powerful source of motivation, giving wing to the dreams of millions of people who desire to study in Vietnam.
Although there are many difficulties, the most precious thing is that in the high mountains, the learning path of the children is still maintained with patience and dedication day and night.
The love of learning, the dream of discovering the world, are brought to the pages of book through the letters of the teachers of them to go to school. Even though the road to school is still arduous and dangerous.
I feel very fortunate that although I live in the Highlands, I have the opportunity to go to school. I always want to become a successful person in the future so that I can help children with difficulties to go to school, which motivates me to strive and strive every day.
And I'm Thùy Trâm.
I'm Mai Hương. We want to send you a message that
Let's join hands for a future without the shadow of illiterate and uneducated children in the Highlands.
our rhetoric ends here. We hope this talk will help a bit on the learning path of poor and difficult upland children.
That's all we want to say.
Thank you for your listening and goodbye and see you later.
Hành hồ chắc chắc chùa nào đi đi nào mùa hát hài hát hồ là đi là có sao là cô là chừng chắc nay chia đàn nô
Vỗ tay nào.